Erik Charles Consulting is a recruiting firm. I help tech startups with some of their foundational hiring strategy and contract hiring strategy. I'm also a coach as it pertains to career transition and have launched an executive coaching program and an academy for professionals that are looking for what's next. I feel like the value of bringing in a partner is to objectively just try to fine tune every element of the why behind who you hire, who you need to hire in the first place, and in the context of the business problems that need to be solved and how that translates into the actual requirements and how we vet people in more of a curated fashion.
And how do you help them with really defining requirements versus just taking something, a job description that they copied or got created by ChatGPT and throwing it out there and going, hey, let's be a little more conscious about this and really define what we need from the individual to fill the gaps in our team?
Yeah, the need to hire, starting with an overall understanding of the scope of where the company's heading and some of the objectives, what's preventing us from achieving that, and then translating that slowly but surely into why we need to bring someone in and making sure that we're aligned on the investment itself.
In such a noisy market,
Hmm.
how do you go about finding qualified candidates when some of them may not be expressing that they're actively looking or on the job market?
We want to get to know the market in itself, use whatever intelligence we have to our disposal so that we're being more effective and more curated in who we're reaching out to and spending the time to do that. AI, I know will be a part of this conversation today. I think really helps optimize and amplify where people might be a little bit limited in their time of effective sourcing strategy and gathering the notes and translating that into a Boolean search more efficiently, more effectively. I don't think there's ever a one size fits all solution here, right? These are human to human connections. We can hear some of the story on paper, but how can we dive a little bit deeper and navigate how they correlate with the culture that we identify and want to hire for? I think today, the importance of optimizing your profile needs to stay in alignment with what is most evident and most matter of fact and truthful, and not necessarily taking a job description of an ideal job using ChatGPT to have that mirror and be reflective on your LinkedIn. There are skills and assessments and certain things that you can add onto your LinkedIn profile that will, number one, help you separate yourself. That includes your content activity. Instead of trying to manufacture the right answer or help people find where they want to go, I'll use a process of elimination to bring us to this point in their career. I really have become more of a believer in finding motivational alignment. It's a degree of actual negotiation skills, which I know can be a frightening thing to hear for anyone that's interviewing or even for the interviewer. As you're getting closer to determining whether you want to invest into this person long term, ask the people that are working there now. I think oftentimes the culture isn't just the job description that's on paper. It's reflected by the people that are on the team currently, what their story looks like when they started and where they've come since then. How is that currently defined by the leadership and the decision makers will help you maybe guide the decision around, okay, is it in our best interest, even from a budgetary perspective, to invest into someone full time?
Today, most of the language models allow individuals to use natural language to codify their thoughts and create outputs. But if they don't understand the foundational concepts in how AI works, it becomes a vulnerability to the organization.
I feel like we're in a market right now where just being more transparent and truthful as to how AI is being used as a co-pilot with respect for our domain expertise and not becoming overly dependent on that as a cognitive offloading tool, if we want to even use that phrase.
There's a dealership that had a chatbot on their website, and it agreed to legal terms to sell a truck for $1 because they convinced the chatbot into those terms and conditions. And the organization didn't have any constraints around what it's allowing its chatbot to do. Do you trust it blindly? Do you follow up with another test? So I think we're still navigating the world of, do we fully trust AI as
Yeah.
yet?